Have you ever woken up in the morning, poured yourself that first cup of coffee, maybe grabbed a piece of toast, and thought you were doing something harmless, only to discover later that this tiny morning habit could be silently raising your stroke risk every single day after age 65? Imagine it like this: blood slowly thickening, vessels stiffening, and one morning, without any warning, a clot cuts off the flow to your brain. It's terrifying. And yet for millions of seniors, this hidden danger starts not in the hospital, not in the doctor's office, but right there at the breakfast table. The truth is, strokes don't usually strike out of nowhere. They build quietly, fed by small choices you make every morning. And after 65, when the body's natural defenses weaken, even a single mistake can double or triple your chances of facing one of the most devastating health crises a person can endure. But here's the hopeful part. By fixing just one simple morning habit, you can dramatically reduce your risk and give your brain and your heart the best chance to stay sharp and strong for years to come. So let's break this down. Why are mornings so critical? Doctors often call the first 2 hours after waking the danger zone for seniors. That's because your blood pressure naturally surges when you wake up. Cortisol, the stress hormone, spikes to help you get moving, and your blood tends to be thicker in the morning, which makes clots more likely. Now combine that with dehydration from sleep, sluggish circulation, and stiffened arteries from aging, and you have the perfect storm. In fact, a 2021 study in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that strokes were nearly twice as likely to occur between 6 a.m. and noon than at any other time of day. This is why fixing your morning routine isn't optional after 65. It's essential. And here's the mistake so many seniors make without realizing it. Instead of starting the day with hydration, movement, and circulation boosters, they reach for sugary cereals, processed bread, or that salty bacon strip. They sit down, load up on salt and sugar, and let their blood pressure skyrocket. The result? Day after day, silent damage accumulates in the arteries until one morning the system gives out. But don't worry, because I'm about to count down the morning habits that secretly raise stroke risk and then show you the one fix that researchers say can cut your risk dramatically. A fix so simple you can start tomorrow morning and feel the benefits within days. We'll count down from the most common bad habits to the most shocking, and then end with the number one fix that could change your mornings and possibly save your life. Coming in at number 4, skipping water and heading straight for coffee. I know that hot cup of coffee feels like the only way to wake up, but after 8 hours of sleep, your body is running on empty, dehydrated, with thickened blood. Coffee, especially black coffee, acts as a diuretic, pulling out even more water. A 2020 study from the European Society of Cardiology found that dehydration increases blood viscosity, making clots more likely. So when you reach straight for coffee without even a sip of water, you're stacking the odds against your circulation. The fix is simple. Before coffee, drink 1 full glass of water. Bonus points if you add a squeeze of lemon, which provides vitamin C to support your blood vessels. Think of it as priming your pipes before turning on the pump. At number 3, loading up on salty processed breakfast foods. Bacon, sausages, frozen breakfast sandwiches. These taste comforting, but are loaded with sodium and nitrates. After 65, your kidneys are less efficient at flushing out sodium. That means every salty bite lingers longer in your bloodstream, raising blood pressure and hardening your arteries. A Harvard study following over 30,000 adults found that just one serving of processed meat per day increased stroke risk by 13%. Instead, try swapping that sausage with a boiled egg or a small portion of Greek yogurt topped with berries. You'll still get protein without the sodium overload. Next, number 2. Eating sugar bomb breakfasts. Cereals, pastries, pancakes drowned in syrup. These spike your blood sugar first thing in the morning. When blood sugar spikes, inflammation in the vessels rises too. Over time, that inflammation damages the delicate lining of your arteries. making them sticky and prone to clot formation. A study from the American Diabetes Association revealed that people who had high morning glucose swings were significantly more likely to suffer vascular events. The replacement? A fiber-rich breakfast. Think overnight oats with chia seeds, or whole grain toast with avocado. The fiber slows sugar absorption, keeps blood steady, and protects your vessels. And number 1. The most shocking habit that silently raises stroke risk after 65. Sitting still for the first hour of your day. Picture this. You wake up, pour coffee, sit in the chair with the paper, and barely move for the next 60 minutes. That inactivity is dangerous. After hours of lying down, your blood flow is sluggish. Sitting keeps it that way and clots. Love stagnant blood. A 2022 study in Stroke Journal confirmed that prolonged sitting after waking increased morning stroke risk significantly, especially in older adults. But here's the miracle fix. Just 5 minutes of gentle morning movement can slash that risk. Simple movements like walking around the house, stretching your calves, or doing light arm circles wake up your circulation, loosen stiff arteries, and signal your heart to pump efficiently. One neurologist described it perfectly. Movement is the switch that turns on stroke protection in the morning. Now here's the exciting part. When you combine these fixes into one simple morning habit, you create a powerful shield against stroke. Here's the habit. Within the first 10 minutes of waking, drink a tall glass of water, do 5 minutes of gentle movement, and follow it with a fiber-rich breakfast low in sodium and sugar. That's it. Hydrate, move, and fuel wisely. Studies suggest that seniors who consistently follow this pattern reduce their risk of stroke by up to 40% compared to those who stick to old habits. And it's not just numbers. The stories are powerful. One woman, Evelyn, age 72, said, after 3 weeks of morning water, stretches, and oatmeal with berries, her blood pressure dropped by 10 points and her dizzy spells vanished. She told her doctor, "I feel like my brain is waking up with me again." And here's something few people know. Adding a small sprinkle of flaxseed or chia to your morning oats or yogurt can dramatically boost vessel health. These tiny seeds are packed with omega-3s and lignans that keep arteries flexible. A Canadian study found that daily flaxseed lowered blood pressure as effectively as some medications but without the side effects. Imagine protecting your brain with something as simple as a spoonful of seeds in your breakfast. Of course, I know change can feel overwhelming. But the beauty here is that you don't need to overhaul your whole life. You're simply replacing dangerous habits with protective ones. Water before coffee, protein instead of processed meat, fiber instead of sugar, movement instead of sitting. Each choice builds resilience in your vessels. Each choice buys you more time with your loved ones, more clarity in your conversations, more independence in your daily life. Now let's be real for a moment. Strokes are devastating. They can take away speech, movement, and even memory. But they are not inevitable. Your body is always fighting for you, always trying to heal. Give it the tools every morning, and you dramatically tip the odds in your favor. So ask yourself right now, tomorrow morning, will you reach for that water first? Will you take that 5-minute stroll around the kitchen instead of sinking into the chair? Will you choose oatmeal with berries over the sugary cereal box? These small steps are not small at all. They are life-saving. So here's my question for you. Which of these morning fixes will you try first? Share it in the comments because your story might inspire someone else. And if you found this helpful, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell. Because the next decade of your life can feel sharper, stronger, and freer than the last. And it all starts tomorrow morning.